really thought this was gonna be a cooking video. That stuff's for the off-season. Let's get cooking with a fantasy football recap. What? We start our fantasy recap video directly behind this computer screen and in front of this microphone as the butt farts did battle against the dihydrogen monoxides. This game was an old-fashioned shootout, folks. As Mike Bob Evans said, everybody eats, as the entire fart roster scored more than 10 points, as well as the monoxides having a top 3 scoring effort this week. Gay Christian Kirk did his best Colton Underwood impression as he worked the Chief Steve for 21 points. Pause. The monoxides put up a hell of a fight, but Brian is seemingly cursed. I don't know how else to explain it. Farts, 151. Monoxides, 139. Some spread. We go to Franklin Field, where the Blue Hawks had to put in their up 12 offense yet again as they put another beatdown against their opponents. The Chasers played hard, but they couldn't get over the Tyreek Hill this week. Alexander Graham Madison Bell may have invented the telephone, but he wasn't smart enough to hit an open running lane all frickin' night. Too bad for the Skolson family down in Columbus. Mark McGuire Andrews bashed the Bengals D while James Karinchak Connors spazzed out all over the Giants and helped march the Blue Hawks to 2-0. Blue Hawks 135, Chasers 95. What? We move on to the deep blue sea where the Fighting Carps take on the scariest force on the planet, Swifties. It was totally so rude for this to happen to the Thousand Punts, but with Nick Chubb's injury and Deshaun Watson sucking. Pause. The Punts couldn't get it done. That's so unfair. Carps 93, Punts 87. Ugh, whatever. We journey out to the racetrack where the Navy SEALs take on the newly named Herbie Fully Loaded. While I certainly like the new name, the SEALs clearly didn't, as a beatdown was in order. As Lamar Michael Jackson heed around the Bengals to the tune of 22 points, while Bijan Robinson got fancy saucing up the Packers. The SEALs come out on top in a close one. 127, Herbie 116. Whoop! Speaking of close games, this last one was a nail-biter. It came down to the wire, but the rookie squad picks up its second dub as the turnovers did battle against the newly minted Zin squad. Led by Tony Soprano Pollard, the turnovers whacked Billy's best efforts just like Christopher Maltasanti whacked Jimmy Altieri in Season 2. But it was all thanks to Keenan Ray Allen, who was switching back and forth from end zone to end zone. Pause. For a monster 31-point game. Another tough loss for the newly named Zin squad. Zin's 115, turnovers 116. Some spread. Whoop! Fumble! Tick, 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 tick. A reading from the Book of Football. In the name of football, we commanded you fans to keep away from every other sports fans who idle and are indifferent to the greatest sport in the world. For you yourselves know how you ought to follow our example. We were not mean to your team when they lost, for even if we were with you, we gave you this rule. The one who is unwilling to work shall not eat. And so it was, the Chosen's team was unwilling to work, and thus did not eat. Kamara's 144, the Chosen's 86. Some spread. Another great week of fantasy football, everybody. We have some contenders and we certainly have some pretenders. Get ready for next week as we do something a little bit different for our quarterly update to the league. What?